Hey Lego fans, just thought I'd show you the minifigure collection that was in that massive pile of Lego I bought out from my parents' house. It's a mixture, to be honest. There's a lot of like Harry Potter and like basketball, and what else have we got? Like there's Lego City and like what's that, like Lego Castle, just random things like that, even Cowboys. But there are some real good Star Wars minifigures in here. Like for instance, like there's a clone pilot there. I think I got him in one of the advent calendars a couple of Christmases ago. He even comes with a little weapon, so I mean, yeah, he's fared pretty well in there. These are sort of a mixture of like mine and like my little brother's collection. Like I just chucked them in the attic a couple of years ago when I was like moving out, and well, tidying my old room really. I didn't move out until recently, but you know how it goes. But my little brother, when he was younger, like he did tend to doodle on plain clone troopers to make clone commanders. So some of them do have pen on, which is quite annoying. I mean, the arms are no problem because white arms are really easy to come by and cheap to replace. But the body and the helmet, I wonder what I could use to get that off without ruining the plastic finish. I'm hoping, I don't know, paint thinner is a bit too strong. It might damage the plastic, but some like plastic safe acetone or similar, maybe even like really hot soapy water might do it, because I mean most ink is normally water based anyway. So I mean he's not the only one. There's a few more in there that I have found that have got pen markings on, so I mean it's not great. There's an episode 2 Obi-Wan there with a skin face rather than the yellow, so as long as his hair piece is in there, then he's pretty good condition right there. You've got one of the Mandalorians from the battle packs. I used to think these were Jango Fett when they first come out, 'cause I've only just started watching the Clone Wars really on since the Disney Channel came out, the one that's a streaming service. So I used to think it was for kids when I was when I was a bit younger, but I've realised that a lot of the storylines on there are actually really good and actually better than the newer films they've made. So I've really gotten into that lately. What with the Corona and stuff, loads of time to watch TV. So yeah, he's pretty cool. I actually watched that episode the other night, and yeah, he's pretty badass. Yeah, he gave Obi-Wan a run for his money. He seems to not be very good at fighting like Mandalorians and bounty hunters. Oh, some are keyrings as well. So I mean, I guess it's a little bit annoying because I hate using them on keys because I find they just get damaged and the arms fall off and they just get scratched and they end up just plain white. So and also they fade in the sun really bad, stormtroopers. So you have to keep them out of UV light. It's one for the collection. Maybe I'll put him on my fridge or something. He's not really good as a playset because of the chain on his head. I've seen people cut him off, but you just get left with that little pip, and it's not good. There's a few little I think he's got the wrong helmet on actually. I think he's meant to have, because there's two of these. This is like oh no, he's got the wrong helmet on. Yeah, they're all a bit mix and match. But like that helmet is meant to go on that body, and I think vice versa. Although, yeah, I'm not sure about the ARF Trooper. Yeah, one has red arms, and I had another one before that didn't, so I'll have to have a look on the original boxes who has what. But they come in the battle pack with the orange Bomb Squad Clone Troopers. A lot of people get confused, and they try and pass them off as Utapau, or they 212th Troopers or something, but like Obi-Wan's unit, but yeah, no, they're separate. They're on an episode of the Clone Wars as well. I don't think I've seen that episode, or I might have done. I'm sort of watching them bit by bit. I really should watch them in order. I've just been skipping to the episodes with the most clone action in rather than the politicians. This guy is pretty good condition. He has got Commander little pistols, but he's a regular clone trooper. He's a little bit dirty. He should scrub up. Yeah, oh no, he might. I hope it's not pen. Yeah, but he's got all his bits and bobs together. As you can see, there's like loads of clones in here. Like when I was a kid, the Clone Walker Battle Pack. Well, I say kid, I was like a teenager. The Clone Walker Battle Pack was like the latest one out, and they were so cheap. They were like £10. So I just bought like loads of them. And every time I went in, I didn't buy them all at once. I just bought them bit by bit. Every time I went to the store, you'd be like, oh, may as well have another Clone Walker Battle Pack. Some of the bigger sets, you had the same amount of figures in, and they were like £100. So you may as well just go for the small ones. And to be honest, the bigger sets didn't have the figures in them. They weren't even that great anyway. Like Lego used to encourage you to build like clone armies. Like they don't tend to do that so much nowadays, especially these 2013 sets. Like, you don't get enough clones to actually fill every you know, play feature on there, like the gun turrets and the cockpit. So you have to use like Jedis and like humans, well, non-clones to pilot it, which is, to me, is unrealistic. But yeah, as you can see, there's another Bond Squad trooper there. I got excited when I seen him face down like that with the orange arms. I thought, oh, it's Commander Cody. Even though I don't want a double, I just thought, oh, I could use his body and then just use the helmet off my fake. So I've got like a genuine Lego body, and then just the helmet would be fake. Like, I really don't like using fake stuff from China. Like, the quality's just not the same. I mean, they look okay from a distance. I mean, to be honest, on camera he looks great. He looks like he came from the same set as those. But they go overboard with the detailing, and like, I like it on his legs, but it shouldn't be on his sides and his arms. Like, Lego rarely do that, unless it's an Ultimate Collector's Edition figure. But yeah, he just looks fake up close. What else have we got in here? There was like a Jedi Bob or something. Like, he's similar. I don't think he's not a Jedi Bob. He's a mixture of like, I don't know, like, I think it's episode 1 Obi-Wan's body, and then like normal Lego smiley face. Like, he's generic and made up. It must have been one my little brother made years ago. We've got quite a few of these. This is, oh yeah, what's her name? Luminara from the Clone Wars. I didn't really like her in the Clone Wars. I thought she was like just trying to kill off her Padawan. She didn't care that like she got buried under a load of rocks. Hopefully there's a green lightsaber in there for her. I don't know if she supposed to have a cape. I used to have a light up version years ago, and you press on her head and her lightsaber would light up. A little watch battery in the back. But this is just a Clone Wars figure, I think. I'm not sure what set she came with. I know it Padawan comes with that Geonosian cannon that I showed in the last video, so she's pretty cool. I do prefer clones to Jedis, but you know, it is nice, especially compared to battle droids. I just find these are like they're like pretty dispensable. They break, and Lego really needs to redesign them. They're quite old now. I remember having these in the 1999 sets when the Phantom Menace first came out, and they were just, well, they were okay for that time, but they've never been updated. And the Super Battle Droids are even worse, to be honest. Like, the little plastic arms and the clips, they snap off, and you just end up with loads of heads and arms that you can't attach. And I had to glue my Super Battle Droids from the original Republic gunship. They were in like a light blue colour, and they were pretty rare, so I glued them, but at the end they have no, you know, flexibility there, and they're just rigid. So yeah, I'm not a big fan of battle droids, but obviously for the Clone Wars series they're kind of like must-haves. Yeah. So yeah, I got like 3 of these guys by the looks of it. Like, he doesn't seem to be very popular with Lego fans for some reason. I think he might be made up. I haven't seen him on TV anyway, so look, I mean, there's another one. I've actually got loads down there. These are like sort of my display collection that I had in my old house. But this is just like from my backup or my mixed pile. Here's a clone pilot, but not clone pilot, sorry, droid pilot. He's got a gun. I think he's I don't think he's a Clone Wars version. No, I think he might be an episode 1 film version, because he's got that printing on the blue. Yeah, so that's the one thing I do like about droids, is I like the security droid with the red chest piece. And there's a yellow commander, and then they got the blue and the pilots. It gives them a little bit of, you know, like the clones, you know, if they're all white, it's pretty boring, but when they're all different colours, you know, it's just gives a bit of variety that I think's really good. Yeah, I normally put a little 2x1 beige piece on the back, cream piece, whatever colour this is, and I don't put it on the pilot ones because I don't think they have it, but I know on the battle droid ones it's like the little backpack that they keep their rifle in. So I think that looks cool. They used to do it in the original battle droids when they come out in 1999, and they'd have some sort of lightsaber. They'd have I don't know, I can't remember what it's all about. But yeah, so we got more clones without helmets. We got some battle damage Darth Vader. I think he might be from some extended universe set or something. I definitely didn't buy this. This must have been from my little brother's collection. He doesn't really care about Star Wars Lego too much, not as much as me anyway. Like, he loves the films and the Mandalorian that's just come out, but I don't think he's as into Lego as I am. Like, he's more into his like online games and stuff, you know. I'm not good at games. I just get killed by like 10-year-olds. So yeah. So some pilots though. I mean, this guy, he's from like a really old B-wing. I think I had when I was really young then. And as you can see, his head is not original. It's got some coffee or something on it. Hope it's coffee, and not something else. He's got white hands. I think they should be black. This guy as well. He's from like Naboo. I hope he's not a magnet. I hate the magnet ones as well, actually. But yeah, I think he was from the remade Naboo Starfighter, possibly, and I think it was a 2007 set. Or he could have been in a calendar actually. So yeah, I'm not sure where he came from. He's one of the later ones when I was collecting, but I wasn't that into it because I was sort of getting a bit older, you know. But you know, some sets just caught my eye and I bought them, but didn't play with them an awful lot. That's why they tend to be, especially the clones, in better condition, mainly because they were, as I was a bit older, like the 1999 figures, they tend to be really beaten up purely because I've had them so long, and back then I didn't look after them properly. Yeah, so what else we got? He's a rebel trooper, so I mean I've got a mixture, to be honest. Like right now, the original trilogy I used to love, I was obsessed with, but like I don't know, like the prequels, like George Lucas made a bit of a bad version of them, but like I like sort of the era, if that makes sense. Like the original trilogies, it was a bit overdone, and because they were good films, they kind of like didn't need much explaining, whereas the original, the prequels, I just like the clones and the battle droids. It's just, you know, stormtroopers, they make them out to be useless, like they just get shot so easy. Isn't it the Mandalorian? So yeah, it's the same now in the Mandalorian. They just make stormtroopers so easily beaten, and you know, considering the clones, they've got extensive training on Kamino, like, you know, you think that the Empire would have made sure stormtroopers had like better training or something, because they're just useless. This guy has got, oh, he must be the ARF trooper's body, so they need swapping over, because clones, he's not a Commander Fox, that's for sure. He's just an ordinary one. Oh, there's the Cody there, look at that. He's a not a magnet, a key ring. That's a shame. I wonder if I could like saw that off, if I would get away with it. I don't think, there used to be a big Lego like logo on his back. I'm glad that's not there anymore on some of the older ones. But yeah, look at that. I don't want to put him on my keys, he'll just get damaged. But yeah, he's pretty good. A little bit faded maybe on the fin. Oh, what's that? He's covered in dirt as well. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, as you can see, there's like, I mean, that's Harry Potter, I think. And there's a super battle droid. Actually, he's got all his legs and arms. That's pretty rare. Like, he must have been from one of the newer sets, because most of my other ones from the 2007 battle packs, oh, his legs run backwards, they all just fell apart. So, you know, I'm expecting at the bottom to be a load of arms and legs. There's a few lightsabers here I've noticed. Like, that looks like Mace Windu's lightsaber joined to some green thing off Aliens. This looks like a Star... oh no, it's a space helmet, I think. Yeah. Did I show the speeder? That's from, I think, an Endor battle pack. I've seen a really good mock, as they call it, My Own Creations, I think that stands for. And they use Hagrid's body as the speeder, and I thought I've got so many useless Hagrid bodies in here that I think that would just look really cool somehow, rather than the little quad bike that they use on the later ones. Indiana Jones is in here as well. Remember that? That was quite a good set, actually. I liked Indiana Jones. I know Lego don't like making sort of like war-related things, but like the Nazis in it weren't really good, to be honest. But I guess that's probably like for political reasons or something. Indiana Jones was the main guy. It's a Boba Fett. I've got like a million of him. This original Boba Fett, like compared to the Jango Fett of the same tooling, like this mold, you had like one of him and that was it, and then I had 1,000 of this guy. It feels like they just put him in every set possible. And I don't know, like I like Boba Fett now, but back when he was in the Empire Strikes Back and that, he was just, I don't know, he's just a background character. He was never really a main character for me. Yeah, more clones. Yeah, look at that. Let's get right in there. He's got Buzz Lightyear. I wonder if that's worth anything. I could sell that, but it's like, oh, there's Jar Jar down there. There's another Bomb Squad trooper. Darth Vader. That's one of the latest ones. Oh, like a Gungan actually. Look at that. Gungan warrior. Oh, there's another keyring. It's Boba Fett. This Boba Fett's a lot better than the one I just shown. I do like him. He must have been on some keys at one point, because look, he's quite scratched up, I think. Yeah, he looks like the one from The Mandalorian now, when he was all beaten up, when he was on the back from the Jawas. It's a General Grievous. Oh, I hope I can find his arm, because I do like this retooled General Grievous. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, he'll go in nicely with my... Oh, look, another clone trooper. Wow, I can build like a clone army just with all these spares. There's a Sean Connery. Like, this guy died in real life recently, so rest in peace. But he's from the Indiana Jones Lego. There's a Scout Trooper, one of the original classics. His helmet's fallen off. It's hopefully in there somewhere. There's a clone. Oh, he's sort of like a Commander Fox look-alike, but he's not, because he's just got a normal body. I think he's a mixture of a battle pack plainclothes clone with some burgundy arms put on, and then there's Patrick from SpongeBob Lego. Remember that? I think I just bought that for a joke. Oh, there's a Senate Commando as well. I totally forgot I even had this set. It's like what I was on about. It's one of those sets you bought because, you know, this guy, I don't know, he's alright, but I mean, he's not a clone trooper, is he? He just stands around the Senate building, guarding doors. Like, he's just like a bouncer, basically, like a security guard. He's got clone armor, but he's just, I don't even know if they are clones. I'm not sure if they are. He's got a clone face, but he's just a bit boring, if I'm honest. He's on the political side on Coruscant, and yeah, that whole Palpatine's guards and that don't really interest me. I prefer Battlefronts. Darth Vader without his helmet. He's a classic, I think, because his face looks a little old. Maybe not as old as the original, but I don't think he's the latest version, that's for sure. More clones. Let's see. What's that we got? Half Troopers. Oh, this is episode, the Tatooine Luke. Episode 4, A New Hope. He's one of the later versions, so I'm glad I found him, actually. There's a Stormtrooper keyring. See what I mean by they got faded if you, like, put them on your keys and they lose their printing and they get beaten up. It's a bit of a waste. Oh, and there's a magnetic Darth Vader. I'll put him on my fridge. They're a bit... I don't think you could take them off either, that's the thing. I think they're stuck on there. Oh, I could be wrong. Yeah. Another Senate Commando. Yeah, I think this one's like a captain or something. He's got a different printing on his helmet. Yeah, I'm glad I got those though, because they were in another. I think it's on season 1 and 2 of the Clone Wars. I've seen on Disney, and yeah, he was in there. One of the guys was an imposter as well. He stole the uniform, and he was like trying to assassinate Padme or something. Like, who is in every film? Oh yes, another clone gunner. Do you know what? That'll be awesome, because he can go with my ATT with the other one. So these battle packs, I'm glad I did. I knew I bought more back in the day. I just thought I lost them or sold them, because I did sell figures individually like a while ago to raise money for a house deposit. So I'm so glad that I found another clone gunner. Oh, and there we are. There's a clone. I would say commander, but he's not really, is he? It's just gives you the option for him to be with the armor. Oh, and is this a Captain Rex? Oh, looks like it. Does Captain Rex have a normal plain body? I think he does. But yeah, look at that. Oh, that's great. I know I've got a Captain Rex already in there, so I did say that I don't like doubles, but I mean, Captain Rex, he's pretty cool, and you've got to like him. And he did come in a few sets. I don't think he's as rare. Yeah, there's his helmet. Oh. Oh, yeah. Awesome. I think that's Squidward. That's like the worst Squidward ever. Imperial Pilot. But yeah, I mean, as you can see, there's a lot of minifigures in here that are quite sought after, I believe. And ones that I don't even think you can get these clone troopers anymore, the original Clone Wars ones, just the plain ones. And I actually, believe it or not, I prefer them. I think a lot of people do, to the released episode 2 versions based on the film. So I'm glad I found this It was in my parents' attic, and it's just shame to waste them. I'll get them all set up on a base plate just to see what we've got once all their heads and hats are put back on, and hopefully try and get the ink off those other ones. But yeah, I mean, I'm pretty impressed. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Any questions or suggestions on how to get the ink off, that would be greatly appreciated, so leave that in the comments. But yeah, like and subscribe if you want to follow my videos. I will be making more, so yeah, peace out.